Hey YouTubers, good morning, it's Rob Moffett. Guys, today's Sunday, so we do reviews on Sunday. We do reviews on Sunday, food on Friday, and wild card on Wednesday. I thought today we'd do a little review of stuff you can get at the dollar store that's really kind of fancy pants food, stuff you don't normally find in a dollar store. It's like stuff that, Thurston Howell III would buy when he went to the dollar store, not just everyday folks. You got stuff like this. Pepperidge Farm, that's a very good brand. They make excellent bread, very expensive bread. This is whole grain, but it's also sprouted grain. This is grain that they had sitting around and started sprouting. So no, this is in the Bible. Sprouted grain, you talk about how to make sprouted grain, I think. It's supposed to be very healthy for you. I've tried it. It tastes like whole wheat bread. But the thing of it is, it's like 4 or 5, sometimes even more dollars for a loaf of bread. It's a dollar store. You go to Dollar Tree on Tuesdays in my area. That's when they get their fresh bread in, and you got 100% of your daily whole grain needs, I guess. But it's already sprouted, and they make bread with it. It's no corn syrup, no food colorings, artificial sources, flavor, and so on. It's only $1. I kill the Dollar Tree when I go there. I get my pumpernickel, my rye bread, put them in the freezer. I really don't care that much for this bread. I prefer the pumpernickel or the rye bread. But if you're a fan of this bread, you can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1 a loaf. And it looks just like regular bread. And it's supposed to be good for you, better than the other breads. Now, the next one is... this is from Sicily. This is the perfect salt to put on your popcorn when you're watching The Godfather on video. I don't think this salt is good for your eyesight because you can see how poorly this is out of focus. I didn't see too well when I did when I took this photo. But yeah, if you're gonna, my friends, I don't use salt very often, but when I do, I use La Santa Maria. It's fine, mighty fine. $1. How can you beat that? There's people that swear by apple cider vinegar. Who would guess that you can get at a dollar store? It's not the regular industrial apple cider vinegar. It's the one that has the mother. Everybody says, it's got to have the mother, Bob. You got to have the mother, and otherwise no good. So this one it's got the mother, and it's raw unfiltered. And it comes from the White House. But it's $1 at the Dollar Tree. I don't know how you can go wrong. But don't forget, it's got the mother. No father. It doesn't have any father, but it's got plenty of mother in there, you mother. And it's raw unfiltered. So it's really gave you confidence you want to use it. It's $1. And from the White House since 1908. And next one is pretty fancy. It's a southern dish. You can tell it's southern because it's fried. When it says authentic southern taste, that means it's fried. And it's new. You wouldn't want to have old Lux fried pea. Maybe you would. I haven't seen it though. It's non-GMO, fat-free, and it's got a rather. I prefer regular peaches, to be honest with you. But you know what? These are pretty fancy. I mean, come on. How often do you see fried peaches? So yeah, that's kind of interesting, I think. Fancy food at the Dollar Tree. Fried peaches. This, you gotta admit, this is kind of, I mean, it is Bumblebee, but it's a Bumblebee brand, but it's kind of fancy. It's spicy Thai chili. It's not just the regular can of tuna you open up over the sink and have it with crackers, 9 o'clock at night. It's spoon included. Hey, it's spoon included. And actually it's a pretty cool spoon. It folds in half. I like it. But if you're like prejudiced, you don't like spicy Thai chili, they also have lemon and pepper. And I think it has more protein. I don't know why lemon and pepper has more protein. Maybe there's more bees in it, but it tastes pretty good. And it comes in a package, lightweight, no cans involved. They hate the cans, but yeah, spoon included. One of my favorite things to include in my food. The next thing, this was the reason I'd made this video, because You can't get any more fancy than pink freaking salt. I mean, and it's fine grain. I don't know what salt 84 means. I mean, like, personally, I prefer the salt 250, or my friends from New York say salt 250. But salt 84, I guess, is pretty good. You never know what numbers mean anymore. It could be some sort of political thing. You get in trouble with it, you know. You get on the list. But yeah, you got Himalayan pink salt. You can't get more fancy pants than pink salt. Not from where I'm coming from. And it's got all these background little paprika and turmeric and stuff going on. And you got to read what's going on. You never know what you're buying. You could have some bad words in there. You know, you get put on the list. And now you're getting into the heavy fancy pants stuff here. This is Lobster Bisque. How bad can your life be if you know in the cupboard somewhere in your house there's a can left of Lobster Bisque? You know, things can't be that bad. And you know it's good for you because it's got a picture of a little Amish man with his hands in his pocket. I mean, you know, and look at that red lobster. We don't have those lobsters like this down here in South Florida. These are real lobsters. The ones we got just look like cockroaches. And I've tasted it. It's not bad. It's a little bit thin. It's a little thin on the lobster. And it is condensed. You can add more stuff to juice it up and make it a little more flavorful. But Lobster Bisque, it's got to cheer you up. You got some of that in the house. You know, how bad can things be? And it's got close to 28% of your sodium, so you don't have to worry about that. You know how hard that is to come by. And this isn't fancy pants. This is the last one. This is the original slider. I mean, long before Burger King or even before Royal Castle, I think, was White Castle. Even before McDonald's. And it's kind of nice to have the original, like an antique fast food in your freezer. The original slider. They have a little piece of meat in there so thin that if it falls to the ground, it's like a postage stamp. It just floats like this, and it falls to the floor. You know, it misses your foot, and the dog comes gets it real quick. But yeah, that's what you got going. It's not too fancy, but you can't beat them. Like there's several in the bag for $1. I like them. Put them in the microwave. Burn your finger. So guys, that was the quick review of the stuff that's going on at the Dollar Tree. I want to tell you, some people have asked in the past if I have a Patreon. I've been doing videos for 13 years, got over 840 videos. I try to help people out in my videos. Some people try to help me out. I do not have Patreon, but how can you help me out? If you go to my video description, I always have a link to Amazon. You can see the store where I have stuff I purchased that I like a lot on my Amazon account. And if you go to Amazon through that link, anything you buy on Amazon, they give me a few pennies. October 13th and 14th, in a couple of days, is going to be Prime Amazon Day, where a lot of stuff is going to be on super duper sale. So if you're going to be going to Amazon anyway, if you use my link, it could help me out a lot. I could buy more Himalayan pink salt, maybe the Himalayan 250. That 84, you know, I feel kind of embarrassed when folks come over. You know, that's all I got in the house. So I hope you, even if you don't go to Amazon, I'm really happy you guys showed up and you subscribe and ring the bell and all that jazz. And you just watch my videos. I try to have fun on my videos. You know, I put food videos on Friday, reviews of stuff on anything that I want on Sunday, and just crazy, or just maybe do it yourself, or anything I want on Wednesday, Wild Card Wednesday. So, by the way, these are some of the people I feature on my channel. And no relation to me. They've all got good stuff on their channel, and I got plenty of playlists down here on the bottom, and put stuff on my channel new every single week for the last 13 years. And y'all come back. Hope, and you never know what you're gonna find on my channel. Take care, and hope you enjoy that fancy food, and don't take all the Lobster Bisque for yourself. All right, take care. See you out there.